The silent warning. The message came without warning on a clear Tuesday morning. Every screen on Earth flickered simultaneously before displaying the same image. A massive crystalline being with 6 arms, each ending in delicate, claw-like appendages. Its voice resonated not through speakers, but directly in the minds of 8 billion humans. Species of Earth, you have been evaluated. Your technological advancement has reached the threshold of galactic awareness. By the authority of the Hegemony Council, you are hereby ordered to surrender all military assets and submit to integration. Compliance will ensure survival. Resistance will result in planetary sterilization. You have 72 Earth hours to respond. The being's image faded, leaving humanity in stunned silence. In the emergency session of the United Nations, delegates from every nation gathered with unprecedented speed. The atmosphere was thick with tension as world leaders grappled with an impossible choice. Some argued for immediate surrender, citing the apparent technological superiority of these aliens. Others demanded resistance, refusing to bow to cosmic tyranny. Commander Sarah Chen watched the debate from her secure location deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. As head of the classified Earth Defense Initiative, she knew something the politicians didn't. For 30 years, ever since the discovery of unusual energy signatures near Jupiter, humanity had been preparing for this moment. "Status report," she commanded, her voice steadied despite the gravity of the situation. Her second-in-command, Lieutenant Jake Morrison, pulled up a holographic display. "All Phoenix sites are operational. The fleet is at 98% readiness. We have confirmation from Luna Base, Mars Station, and all asteroid facilities." Chen nodded. Project Phoenix had consumed trillions of dollars and the dedication of Earth's brightest minds. Built in absolute secrecy using technology reverse-engineered from recovered alien artifacts, humanity's hidden fleet waited in camouflaged bases throughout the solar system. Back at the UN, President Elena Rodriguez of the Global Alliance stood to address the assembly. "We cannot make this decision in fear," she declared. "Humanity has faced extinction before and survived. We've built civilizations from nothing, crossed oceans, and reached for the stars. We will not surrender our freedom to the first bully who threatens us from the void." Her words ignited fierce debate, but Chen knew the decision had already been made. Deep beneath major cities, in hidden mountain facilities, and in orbital stations disguised as mining operations, humanity's true defenders were awakening. The alien armada arrived exactly 24 hours after their ultimatum. 300 ships materialized at the edge of Earth's solar system, each one a masterpiece of crystalline architecture that defied human understanding of physics. They arranged themselves in perfect formation, weapons powering up with energy signatures that made Earth's scientists weep at their elegance and terror. Admiral Zix Theta, Supreme Commander of the Hegemony Fleet, observed Earth through his ship's sensors. The primitive world showed no signs of meaningful resistance. A few outdated orbital platforms, some nuclear missiles that wouldn't even scratch his shields. Nothing unexpected for a Type 0 civilization. "Your time diminishes, humans," Zix Theta broadcast. "Submit now, and your integration will be painless." On Earth, Commander Chen received the final authorization. President Rodriguez's voice came through encrypted channels. "Commander, the world has made its choice. Humanity will not kneel." Chen turned to her staff. "Initiate Phoenix Protocol. All stations, all ships, it's time to show them what humans are made of." Across the solar system, hidden doors opened in asteroid faces. Camouflaged hangars on the moon revealed their contents. Mars's Olympus Mons split open, revealing not a dormant volcano but humanity's largest shipyard. From 100 concealed locations, Earth's secret fleet emerged. The first ship to break cover was the ESV Defiance, a kilometer-long dreadnought that rose from its hiding place beneath Antarctica's ice. Its hull, forged from alloys unknown to the rest of humanity, gleamed with dangerous beauty. Behind it came the Resilience, the Prometheus, the Indomitable. names chosen to reflect humanity's unconquerable spirit. Admiral Zix Theta's composed demeanor cracked. His sensors showed not dozens but hundreds of ships, each one incorporating design elements that shouldn't exist in a pre-contact civilization. Worse, their energy signatures matched theoretical weapons that only a handful of advanced species had managed to create. "Impossible," he whispered. "How could they?" His question was cut short as humanity's fleet completed its emergence. 500 ships now faced the hegemony armada, arranged not in the rigid formations of a conquered species, but in the fluid patterns of natural-born warriors. On board the ESV Defiance, Admiral Marcus Steele opened a channel to the alien fleet. A career military officer who'd spent the last decade training for this moment, he spoke with calm authority. "Alien fleet, this is Admiral Steele of Earth Defense Command. You came to our world with threats and demands. You expected submission from a species you deemed inferior, but you made one critical error. You underestimated humanity's capacity to prepare, to adapt, and to fight for our freedom." The Phoenix fleet moved into attack formation, weapons systems coming online with a harmonious hum that sent shivers through both fleets. Each human ship bore the scars of rapid construction and the beauty of desperate innovation. They were not perfect, not elegant like their crystalline opponents, but they carried something more powerful than advanced technology: the determination of a species that refused to surrender. Chen watched from her command center as humanity's greatest secret revealed itself to the universe. "All ships report ready for combat," Morrison announced. "Awaiting your order, Commander." She thought of the countless men and women who'd sacrificed everything to build this fleet in secret. Scientists who'd died taking their knowledge to the grave. Engineers who'd spent their lives in hidden bases. Pilots who'd trained in simulators, never knowing if they'd face real combat. "Signal all ships," Chen ordered. Humanity didn't ask for this fight, but were damn well going to finish it. As the two fleets faced each other across the void, the fate of Earth hung in the balance. The hegemony had conquered 100 worlds, but they had never faced a species quite like humanity. A species that had spent its entire history preparing for the ultimate test of survival. The first shots were about to be fired, and the galaxy would never be the same. The Phoenix rises. Admiral Zix Theta's tactical display pulsed with confusion. The human fleet moved unlike anything in hegemony databases. Instead of the rigid formations typical of primitive species attempting space combat, these ships flowed like water, adapting their positions with predatory grace. "Analysis of their weapons systems," he ordered, trying to maintain his composure. "Unknown energy signatures, Supreme Commander," his weapons officer replied. "Their technology appears to be a hybrid of multiple sources. Some signatures match hegemony designs, others are completely foreign." The realization struck Zix Theta like a physical blow. These humans hadn't developed their fleet in isolation. They'd been scavenging, learning, adapting from every piece of alien technology they'd encountered. How long had they been preparing for this moment? Aboard the ESV Defiance, Admiral Steele studied his tactical display with grim satisfaction. Humanity's fleet was divided into wolf packs, small groups designed for maximum flexibility. The strategy was uniquely human: chaos as a weapon, unpredictability as a shield. "Echo Squadron, begin harassment pattern Alpha," Steele commanded. "Let's see how they handle guerrilla tactics in space." 12 human destroyers peeled away from the main formation, their engines flaring with impossible acceleration. They dove toward the hegemony's flank, weapons charging. The alien ships responded with precise laser fire, but the human vessels scattered like startled fish, reforming moments later from a completely different angle. The first human volley took the hegemony by complete surprise. Not energy weapons or missiles, but clouds of microdrones, each one the size of a fist, equipped with primitive but effective armor-piercing capabilities. The drones swarmed 3 hegemony cruisers, attaching themselves to hull weak points and detonating simultaneously. The explosions were small by space combat standards, but devastatingly effective. The cruiser's shields flickered and died, leaving them vulnerable to the rail-gun bombardment that followed. Within minutes, 3 advanced alien warships were reduced to expanding clouds of crystalline debris. How dare they? Zix, that roared. All ships, engage with maximum prejudice. The space between the fleets erupted in violence. Hegemony particle beams lashed out with mathematical precision, while human ships responded with a mixture of technologies that defied classification. Some fired concentrated plasma bolts, others launched swarms of nuclear-tipped missiles, and still others deployed weapons that seemed to bend space itself. Captain Lisa Park commanded the ESV Tenacity, a heavy cruiser built in the hidden shipyards of Sarah Station. Her crew was a mixture of military veterans and civilian volunteers, engineers, scientists, even former gamers whose strategic thinking had earned them positions in the fleet. Hard to starboard, she ordered as a hegemony beam sliced through space where her ship had been moments before. Return fire with the gravity lance. The Tenacity's main weapon was humanity's greatest achievement, a graviton manipulator that could create micro-singularities at targeted points. The weapon fired, and a hegemony battleship suddenly found itself being torn apart by its own mass as gravity went haywire within its hull. Across the battlefield, similar scenes played out. Human ships died, yes, but they died hard, taking enemies with them. The ESV Courage rammed a hegemony carrier, both ships vanishing in a nuclear fireball. The ESV Thunder sacrificed itself to protect a damaged sister ship, its crew singing ancient war songs as they made their final stand. But for every human ship lost, 2 hegemony vessels fell. The aliens' technological advantage was being steadily eroded by human unpredictability and sheer stubborn refusal to die quietly. In the command center beneath the Rockies, Commander Chen coordinated the global response. Earth's surface defenses were now fully active. Hidden laser arrays, magnetic accelerator cannons, and weapons that existed only in theoretical physics papers until Project Phoenix made them reality. Mars Base reports successful deployment of the Helios Array, Morrison announced. Chen smiled grimly. The Helios Array was humanity's final surprise. A network of solar collection satellites that could focus the sun's energy into a coherent beam weapon. It had taken 20 years to build in secret, and it was about to make its debut. The first Helios beam carved through space like a sword of light, striking the hegemony dreadnought amidships. The alien vessel's shields held for exactly 3 seconds before failing catastrophically. The beam continued through the ship and struck 2 more vessels behind it, leaving molten furrows in their hulls. Admiral Zix Theta watched in horror as his fleet's advantage evaporated. These humans fought like demons, adapting to every tactic, exploiting every weakness. Worse, they seemed to relish the chaos of battle, thriving in conditions that would paralyze more orderly species. Supreme Commander, his communications officer interrupted. We're receiving a transmission from the human admiral. Steele's face appeared on the screen, his expression hard but not cruel. Admiral Zix Theta, you came to our world expecting easy prey. You found warriors instead. Your fleet is broken, your strategy in ruins. I offer you terms. Withdraw now. Report to your hegemony that Earth is not for the taking. And this ends here. Pride warred with pragmatism in Zix Theta's mind. The battle was turning into a slaughter, but not the one he'd anticipated. His remaining ships were outnumbered now, and the humans showed no signs of tiring. Their reinforcements continued emerging from hidden bases, fresh and eager for battle. And if we refuse? Zix Theta asked. Steele's expression didn't change. Then we finish what you started. Humanity has waited 30 years for this moment. We can wait a little longer to send your entire fleet home as scrap metal. The bridge of Zix Theta's flagship fell silent. His officers looked to him, seeing for the first time uncertainty in their supreme commander. The hegemony had ruled through fear and overwhelming force for millennia. They had never encountered a species that punched back this hard. Finally, Zix Theta made his decision. All ships, execute emergency jump protocols. We're leaving. The remnants of the hegemony fleet began to glow with jump energy, preparing for faster-than-light escape. As they vanished one by one, Zixthida sent a final message to Earth. You have won this day, humans, but know that the hegemony will remember. We will return. Steele's reply was broadcast to the entire solar system. Let them come. Humanity will be waiting. And next time, we won't be hiding. As the last alien ship vanished into hyperspace, a cheer erupted across Earth's fleet. They had done the impossible, stood against a galactic empire and won. The secret was out now. Humanity had announced itself to the universe, not as victims, but as warriors. In the days that followed, Earth's hidden fleet revealed itself fully to the world. The scope of Project Phoenix stunned even those who'd suspected something was being concealed. 30 years of secret preparation, countless resources diverted to hidden construction, all for this moment. President Rodriguez addressed the world from the UN, with Admiral Steele and Commander Chen at her side. Today, humanity has taken its place among the stars, not as subjects, but as equals. We didn't seek this conflict, but we were ready for it. To any who would threaten Earth, let this be your warning. We are not defenseless, and we will never surrender. The recovered alien technology was now studied openly. Earth's fleet underwent rapid expansion and improvement. New alliances were sought with other species who'd suffered under hegemony rule. Humanity had not just won a battle. They'd sparked a revolution. 6 months later, as Earth's enhanced fleet patrolled the solar system, a new message arrived. Not from the hegemony, but from a coalition of worlds that had watched humanity's victory. Greetings, people of Earth. We are the Free Worlds Alliance, and we wish to welcome you to the galactic community. Your courage has inspired us. Together, perhaps we can build a galaxy based on respect, not fear. Admiral Steele, now commander of Earth's expanded fleet, smiled as he read the message. Humanity had faced its greatest test and emerged victorious. The future was uncertain, filled with new challenges and opportunities, but one thing was clear. Earth would face whatever came next with the same determination that had carried them to victory. The Phoenix had risen, and the galaxy would never be the same. In deep space, aboard his damaged flagship, Admiral Zixthida filed his report to the Hegemony Council. His recommendation was simple and unprecedented. Reclassify humans from primitive species to galactic power. Approach with extreme caution. They are not what they appear to be. The age of humanity hiding in the shadows was over. The age of humanity among the stars had begun.